The night air was sharp and cold. It carried the scent of pine, frozen earth and ice underfoot. Route 112 sign, lonely stretch in Haverhill, New Hampshire, a dark, nearly absolute road at night. Deep rural blackness that swallows headlights whole. He saw it. A black 1996 Saturn, jammed in a snowbank. The car facing the wrong direction on the eastbound side. Windshield cracked like a spider web. Airbags deployed, then deflated and limp. A young woman standing beside the vehicle, shivering. Bus, pulling over. Headlights illuminate the scene. He asks if she's all right, if she needs him to call for help. She appears early 20s and says she's fine. She claims she already called 8LA for a tow. She seems dazed and pleads, "Please, don't call the police." Her voice, panic. Her voice, insistence. He hesitates, uneasy, sensing this is more than a simple accident. He drives on but decides to call authorities anyway. The call is logged at 7:43 p.m. Minutes later, the first officer arrives. The scene has changed dramatically. The black Saturn remains, pressed into white snow. The car doors are locked, driver's side airbag hanging limp, a box of Franzi on the back seat, corner stained red, a Coke bottle inside the car smelling of alcohol. Everything matched Butch's description, except one thing. The young woman is gone. She vanished into the impenetrable New England night. No footprints in the snow, no trace of which way she went. She was just gone. Vanished like a ghost, a fleeting apparition in passing headlights. An officer's flashlight scans the woods, beam cuts into dense trees. Only the whisper of wind through bare branches. No sign of a struggle, no blood, no immediate indication of foul play, as if she stepped out and was erased from the world. The mystery of Maura Murray had just begun, a void on that dark road. The initial investigation treated it as a standard missing person case, perhaps a young woman who had crashed her car after drinking who wandered off to avoid a DUI. The responding officer, later the state police, thought she might have gotten a ride from a passing motorist, or was hiding nearby, waiting for police to leave. They canvassed the area, knocking on the doors of the few scattered houses along the road. No one had seen anything. No one had heard a woman crying for help or the sound of another car stopping. The silence was as complete as the darkness. Search dogs tracked a scent about 100 feet east of the crash site, then it abruptly stopped in the middle of the road. Hours turned into days. The simple explanation began to fall apart. She was identified as Maura Murray, a 21-year-old nursing student at UMass Amherst. She was a West Point cadet, a star athlete, a bright, promising young woman with a loving family. Her life didn't suggest she'd abandon everything and disappear, yet the facts were confounding. Investigators found she had packed a bag, withdrawn most of her money, emailed her professors, and emailed her work supervisor claiming a death in the family. Her family confirmed that there was no death. She was running, but from what? Every clue only deepened the confusion, fracturing the narrative into countless possibilities. Was she running from a secret she couldn't face? Planning a new life? A temporary escape gone wrong? Did she succumb to the brutal White Mountains? Or did she meet a predator on that dark road? Questions multiplied, branching into more sinister theories. Her disappearance became a void, pulling in speculation from across the country, fueled by internet forums and amateur sleuths. This case is more than a missing person story. It's a modern fable of the digital age, connected, yet unknown. Her digital footprint, emails, her cell phone records, her internet search history provided breadcrumbs leading up to the crash. After her car hit that snowbank on Route 112, the trail goes cold. The digital ghost falls silent. 2 decades on, her story is a national obsession, a labyrinth of clues, red herrings, heartbreaking uncertainty. The central mystery remains: what happened to Maura Murray in the minutes after the crash and before police arrived? To understand the mystery of Maura Murray's disappearance, you must first understand Maura herself. On the surface, she was the quintessential all-American girl. Born in Hanson, Massachusetts, she was the fourth of 5 children, a close-knit Irish Catholic family. From a young age, she excelled. She was a gifted athlete, a standout on her high school track team, a dedicated student with a sharp mind. Her ambition and discipline were undeniable. Those qualities led her to the United States Military Academy at West Point. There, she trained among the best, preparing to be an officer and a leader. Her future seemed mapped out. success, and service. Her family remembers her as warm, funny, deeply caring. She organized family get-togethers. She always remembered birthdays. She had an infectious laugh that could light up a room. Her older sister Julie called her her best friend, a confidant, strong, and sensitive. Maura was defined by relationships. She had a long-term boyfriend, Billy Rausch. He was also a West Point cadet and later an Army captain. Their relationship was a steady anchor during demanding years. She was a daughter, a sister, a friend, a girlfriend, woven into a loving community. This portrait makes her sudden disappearance all the more baffling. People like Maura don't just vanish. They don't abandon their cars on desolate roads and walk away from their lives. The image of a promising nursing student, the former West Point cadet, stands in stark contrast to the desperate figure seen on Route 112. It creates a dissonance that has haunted the case. The person her family knew seemed incapable of the actions she took. This discrepancy is the first clue. Beneath the polished surface were hidden pressures, unseen struggles known only to her. The public image was one of perfection. Beautiful, intelligent, driven. She seemed to have everything going for her, but perfection is a heavy burden to carry. Little room for mistakes, little room for weakness, little room for help. The pressure to maintain that image may have been immense. Investigators and family would have to look past the perfect facade, peel back the layers to find cracks in the foundation, the subtle signs of distress that hinted at the storm brewing within. The threat may not have been waiting on a dark road, but traveling with her all along.